6月17号，瑞士洛桑国际管理发展学院发布2025年世界竞争力年报，香港位居全球第3，是自2019年后重返3甲。年报显示，香港多个细项排名均见上升，金融、教育和科技基建成为了重要的亮点。在关税战和地缘政治风险下，港股今年表现强劲，跑赢全球主要市场，楼市和内需经济亦有止跌回稳的势头。欧美资本流入香港，第一季度香港 IPO 的集资总额是去年同期的近3倍。今年以来，多个外国在港商会调查显示，外资持续看好香港的发展前景。香港美国商会指出，83%的媒体对香港法治投信任票。在港瑞典企业表示，瑞典企业对香港政治发展和国安法对营商环境的影响，由近年来较多的认为负面转为中性。近日，在港经营家族办公室的加拿大投资人 Bernard Poliod 接受香港中通社专访时表示，已经明显地感觉到了今年以来香港的增长势头。他将国泰航空这一香港规模最大的航空公司的载客量视为是香港经济的晴雨表。2025年4月，国泰航空的载客量同比增长36.3%，乘客运载率达到了86.4%。复活节单日运送旅客超过了11.5万人次，创疫后的新高。
I think there is, and there's a lot of capital coming in from other places than just the U.S. market. And which is encouraging, from the low of the 17,000 the index was about 2 years ago, and maybe not even 18 months ago, to 24,000 today, it's a very good sign. The fact that there may be a delisting of Chinese companies in the U.S. also is encouraging more listing in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong is a very liquid market, so why not? Recently, and particularly this year, I can feel there's a momentum growing into Hong Kong. And a lot of that momentum is related to some ways, symbolically, with Cathay Pacific. Once Cathay Pacific is in full stream, once they are in operation 100% or close to 100%, Hong Kong is back on its feet. It's a sort of a reflection of the economy. And so this is what's happening, that Hong Kong is now starting to pick up a bit more momentum. The number of events that have been going on in Hong Kong recently, it was a huge success.
在新股市场中 ，A+H 股是今年的主流，源源不断的内地优秀企业来港上市，看重的是香港独一无二的国际融资环境。持续流入的国际资金考虑的是配置中国、买入中国的香港窗口。在一国两制制度的优势下，香港得以连通内地，凭借法治、税务等优势对接全球资源。Bernard Poliod 认为，香港于中国而言具有不可取代的战略意义，是读懂中国的最佳窗口，而且还有很多可待深挖的潜力，比如建立一套独立的信用评级系统。
Hong Kong has got the advantage for China, and this has always been the case, is that China can protect its currency renminbi, but then using the Hong Kong dollar as a proxy. And it's an open market, so there's no capital control. So therefore, Hong Kong is very strategic, it's very important for China. And we could have developed that much more Hong Kong as a medical center. Singapore's done a good job. I think also Hong Kong has missed another opportunity of creating an independent rating agency. We're too much dependent on S&P, Fitch, and Moody's. Hong Kong should be a center of excellence for that. We've got the people for that. We've got the banks. We've got the lawyers. We've got the accountant. We've got all that infrastructure, that ecosystem that is in position to create a really good independent rating system. Agency. I invest in China through Hong Kong. A lot of the sectors reflect what's happening in China in many ways, whether it's robotics, whether it's AI, whether it's semiconductor. These are all as important to China as it is to the US. The growth is in these sectors that are exciting right now and that are emerging. And Hong Kong is at the doorstep of those innovation. I think the stock market is probably one of the best ways. And Hong Kong has offered the best companies that are listed in Hong Kong. And the second way is on the private equity side through funds. There are quite a number of funds that are dedicated to China. And those funds have got foot on the ground. They're in a position to better assess the opportunities. Or they're based in China with a window in Hong Kong. I think that's a very good way to invest into China. I do invest also in UK, in Europe, European companies. It's a matter of diversifying your portfolio as well. But if one focuses on China, well, Hong Kong is the place to have a better view of what's happening in China than anywhere else.